Alright, man.
All right, Shalom, with the Hebrew Israelites. We're out here once again on South Street, between 4th and 5th and South Street. We out here to preach the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, which, as you can see on the sign, represent the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelites that were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, according to the Bible. And, basically, we're out here to basically wake up our people and to tell them that they're Israelites according to the Bible. We're out here to tell our people, what's going to happen to them according to prophecies. All right. And basically, one of the things we're going to get into, because me and the brother was talking about this on the way up here, is basically, the famine of the word. And, that's a big thing that's, basically taking place because, Because 2,000 years ago, Yahweh Shai talked about how basically we were living in the last days, and that was 2,000 years ago. So now we're living. How much more are we living in the last days? Right? And that's one thing that we got to keep, put banging in our people's heads, whether they hear, whether they will forbear. As the scripture says.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55. Verse 6. Look, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Who is the Lord? All right. Basically, you got the Most High, which is in the Hebrew, his name is Yahweh, which means he is. All right, and that's the power of the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Yahweh. And then you have his son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And he's the mediator for the 12 tribes of Israel. He's the one who gives us grace. He's the one whose law that we're under right now. We're under the law of Mashiach, not to get ahead of myself. But let's go back to the scripture. Read it one more time.
Come on. This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Yeah, Salaki. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Because, contrary to popular belief, that's why the Lord got us out here, as the scripture says, Jeremiah 16. As the scriptures say, that's why the Lord basically got us out here. It's to basically gather his sheep. But, basically we're out here. Jeremiah 16.
Okay.
All right.
Jeremiah 16, verse 16. Behold, I was sent for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks.
Kind.
All right. I mean, all right, you do it.
No, that's what you do. That's all.
You want to break it down?
Yeah, I mean, I was.
Oh,
Break
that's
it down. When you quote the
Yeah,
scripture.
that's what I was saying. All right. So the scripture says, I will send for many fishers, and that's why we're out here right now, because during the time when Yahweh Shai was on the earth, you had the brothers, Andrew, Simon, Peter, they were fishing. So he said, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. So that's why, we're in the same stead, because back then, the Yahweh Shai set up his apostles, the men that he sent out to basically teach the gospel. And the Spirit basically got us out here in the same stead. It's like how back then you had prophets today. So basically we're out here. He said, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. I'm sorry. The scripture the brothers just read, it said, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. So that's why we're out here trying to gather the elect, That's why we're not just out here just like the scripture says, we're a prophet unto the nation. We're out here to wake up our people, but we're trying to reach the elect of the nation of Israel. We're not just out here just like how you see just flapping our mouths or rambling on or whatever. We're out here to basically try and gather the elect of the nation of Israel. So it said, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, that you will fish them. I will send for many hunters, because it's going to come a time period when that grace period, when we're not going to be out here fishing, it's going to be killing season, hunting season, so to speak. That's when all hell is going to break loose. everything that we talk about each week, consecutively each week, you're gonna see those things come to pass. Right? And then it says, basically Esau the wicked, we're gonna basically hunt him. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go because Esau thinks that his elite, the top, the top upper class or whatever, they think they're gonna, basically go into the mountains. They're gonna make these bunkers and all that stuff, just like in the land of Israel or whatever. You got the so-called apostate Jewish community. They think that they're waiting for to get bombed by nuclear bombs or whatever. So they got bomb shelters or whatever. They're basically thinking that they're gonna go into those shelters and wait it out and all this. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna happen according to the scriptures. Because with the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, the elected nation of Israel is going to basically find them. And they're going to bring them into captivity. They're going to render judgment on them according to the spirit of the Lord.
Peace out. This is 1 John chapter 2 verse 4. It says, he that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
Yeah, it says, he that says, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, because you got a lot of our people, and I'm talking about the first thing that comes to mind is the so-called black Christians. They say that they know Yahweh, they know the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They call him Jesus, they call him Yahweh Shai. They say they know the Lord, but yet they don't keep his commandments. You know what I'm saying? They don't know when the Passover is. They don't know, things that they had the power to do. They don't do it. Like as far as the dietary laws, the moral laws, the ceremonial laws. You know what I'm saying? They just don't care. They just don't care about doing this. So that's what we're out here. That's what we're out here to basically. That's what we're out here to basically tell our people. Wake them up, rebuke them. When we rebuking, we're basically rebuking for correction. For our people to get right, not for just to damn somebody or something like that. It's for correction because we care. That's why we're out here. The Spirit, the Lord put His Spirit on us to basically care. You know what I'm saying? He's out there just driving up and down the street, just walking in pants. Not even trying to get videos, just careless. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a classic characteristic for our people, being careless.
Jump down to 7. It says, brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment, which ye had from the beginning. The old commandment is the word, which ye have heard from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun. Both sides are getting into something new. This is old, It's like how the same.
This is the commandment. Lord commanded us to come out.
Yeah, so how is
As an ancient time, they were. You jump a little bit more down. This is verse 15. 1 John 2 and 15 says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Yeah, if any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him, because we're supposed to be, like the brothers being through God, it's holy. So we're supposed to be separate, we're supposed to be sanctified, we're supposed to be separate from the world. We need our world, we're supposed to keep our morals, our way, our conversation, how we conduct ourselves, all that.
What's wrong? What do you want to know?
Like the scripture says, that we man. So we're supposed to be different than the average
This is the book of John, chapter 13, starting at verse 13. Ye call me Master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am. Verse 14. If I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. Verse 15. For I have given you an example that ye shall do as I have done to you. Alright, so that's what we out here doing, man. To minister means to serve, okay? And that's what we out here doing right now. We're out here ministering unto you. We're trying to tell y'all, listen, Ye children of Israel, and only the elect are going to hear this, but you children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, got to come back to your heritage, all right? Yahweh Shai ministered unto us. How did he minister unto us? He ministered unto us with the different things that he did, the different miracles that he wrought. All right, all these different accounts of how he corrected even men that were supposed to have been masters of the faith. Okay, so that's what we're out here doing. We're out here ministering. By us coming out here, we're making ourselves, like the scriptures say, we're making ourselves a holy sacrifice unto you. All right.
That's a commandment. God told us to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. And that's how you know. You know what I mean? That's how you know that we're living in the last days. Because the Lord got us out here doing it. He started using our powers. So that ancient time. Times, you know, destruction will be at now. The Lord what? He sent his people.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures talk about I have set watchmen upon thy walls. And that's who we are. We're watchmen. All right? We're out here blowing the trumpet, letting you know, hey. God. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. God. So that's what we're doing out here. We're blowing the trumpet. We're telling you, yo, this place is getting ready to fall. This kingdom is getting ready to lose its sovereignty and its power. A great slaughter is coming to this place. All right? So you need to get right. And once again, only the elect are going to hear this. This is who we out here for. Yeah. You hopeful elect out there. That's who we out here for. So like the scriptures say in the book of John 13 and 14, if I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. And that really goes back to being a minister or a servant, so to speak. All right? And that's what we're out here doing. We're out here ministering. This is a labor of love, man. Okay?
I got a precepts. Isaiah chapter 8. It's not Isaiah 8:20 says, so the Lord entered the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Not everybody speaking of this word. A lot of people are speaking upon the philosophies of what this world provides, as far as Christianity, Catholicism, being spiritual with that yoga shit, Muslim. They're not speaking of this word because the Lord is not providing everybody this word. He's showing the secrets unto the prophets. So that's what we out here preach. Not only to preach, but to prophesy, to say things to come and before it comes. So that way we can wake up to the right before this place is destroyed. Alright? That's why the Lord raised up prophets.
The best school you should ever have. Just be a doctor and go.
Yeah, that's the plan for us. The commandment that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim, told the men that are worthy to go out into the highways and to bid the to bid them into
Hey,
the
what's up,
marriage.
guys? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna come back
To
and see you
bid
guys.
them into the marriage. And the marriage is coming back into the Lord's statute
We
commandments.
gotta do this. We gotta see if they move.
Because when we get closer to prophecy, you're gonna see things escalate. You know, what's that scripture where it says, perilous times shall increase. Yeah. Men shall be lovers of themselves. You got that all everywhere. We even got, people in the third world countries be lovers of themselves, taking selfies and shit. You know, it's just showing you that the world is waxing worse and worse, and the people that's dwelling within. We have dragons being escalating in all-time rate. You know, you have wars escalating. You got the fact of the word. You know, they're trying to eliminate free speech on the internet. For what? So that way the truth won't be brought out.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, starting at verse 1. For as much then as Hamashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin.
Well, that's right. We are in the same mind because we're preaching the same things. You got people that go to churches, right? But yeah, they go out and right after, an hour later, they go into a club doing things that's contrary to what the scriptures say. So they're not in the same mind. Because if you are in the same mind, y'all will all walk according to what you believe in. Not stagnant.
Verse 2. That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lusts of men, but to the will of the Most High.
And this is the will of the Most High. But the elect is only going to do the will of the Most High, man. We're out here to tell you things that are coming right now. And a lot of people are not realizing that because they're so caught up into this world. There's nothing that this society has to offer besides death and destruction. You know? The Bible is the only thing, the Most High is gonna protect those in the latter end. From what? From destruction. Because when the Lord comes back, it's not gonna be all love and happy-go-lucky. The Lord is coming back to destroy these things. The scriptures clearly tell you that. The Lord said, "What? He's angry with the wicked every day because the Lord doesn't appreciate what's going on right now."
So 2 Timothy 3:1. It said, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come."
In the last days. Now we're living, obviously, it's obvious. Even if you just believe, in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and you believe that, we're in the last days in the scriptures, the Lord can still have mercy. Nobody believes, but it's obvious to those who are watching. Because you'll know that it's obvious because in Matthew 24, it clearly tells you what's going to happen. And the scripture that the brother just read, what's going to happen when the things increase, when the latter days, what shall increase in those times. You can clearly see it. You got, for one example, you got all this technology booming. Now, if you have the bank crisis, right, was to collapse, how are we going to continue to survive or live? Through what's that? Technological currency. That's prophecy within itself, the RFID chip. You got wars, against the other kingdoms that's stirring up. I'm a God one, which is going to happen in the Middle East. With God and Magog, which is Russia in the scriptures. So these things are stirring up. Everything's getting worse and worse. But that's why we out here. to warn those who shall listen and shall believe. And hey man, once that I like to see you, according to the book of Revelation, that we out of here. And it's getting closer for us to get out of here, man.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, starting at verse 11.
Look it up.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land.
Preach it, brothers.
Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Jehovah.
Well, and now you got that happening, where you got the government that had took hold, what was it, last year, of the internet, where they wanted to basically own the internet, regulate the internet, and what they do, they take the brothers' channels down, man.
And then furthermore than that, you even had the apostles do a video, alright, that states that they no longer teaching on that whole corner anymore. They're saying that this is the end of an era. This is basically a sign that the Lord is withdrawing his hand of mercy. Alright? So that time of us going out here preaching the word is slowly but surely coming to an end. Okay? We usually teach on the spot across the street, but we got moved. Okay? So that's spiritual. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah, the dude gonna say, yeah, kind. He gonna say, yeah, man, this is my property, you know, so we're gonna have to kind of run you guys out of here. You know, just don't make me have to circle back around and get the officers.
I mean, really, you know, that's, if he is the owner that he has, right?
But that's spiritual. That's spiritual. I mean, that's showing you this is just a small tidbit of how this devil is trying to shut this down, and the Most High is going to give it to him to shut it down.
Yeah, that's
All right. I got this out. I'm gonna take this out.
Verse 12. Let me start up at verse 11 again. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the word of the Lord Yahushua. The Lord Yahweh. Lord in all caps. That's Yahweh.
and that's when everything starts to, basically all these prophecies, man, it's going to become a domino effect. Once one prophecy happens, everything is just going to start rolling like a snowball down the hill. Alright? Because it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and worse. Man, no, you could get into second Esdras, the 15th and the 16th chapter. No, because listen, the scripture says there's no new thing under the sun. Now the things that happened with what? Egypt. But the Lord brought the 10 plagues, Rome. When we was at Jerusalem, they were cannibalism during the time of Titus. But what? The Lord used Daniel to say what? It shall be a time that's never been seen before. Especially with the technology. You're gonna see, in fact, these people, once they take the food stamps off, the benefits off, what you gonna do? They're gonna, the Barcelona will take your ass. They're gonna, what do you think they got all these baby cans for? They got a coffin made out of plastic that can fit 4 people. For what? For natural disasters? Who
I got more of this.
Verse 12.
More meat in that, on that bone.
Trying to tell you.
Verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Now bring it out again.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
That's what that means. You, on that day, that's not what they say, what it says. They shall know that they was part of the motion. That they was once a part of the motion. But that's powerful. When that day comes, like the brother said, with the family of the word, the Lord is going to have it to where we're not going to be able to come out here and prophesy anymore. Like the fringes. So the Lord is going to have it to where we can't come out here and, wake up our people through the spirit of God. But on that day, when we're not here, you're going to have people go through their tribulations to finish their work. And what they're going to say, where's those guys at? Where's those guys at? I was saying that these things are going to happen. But guess what? The door of repentance is closed.
That's basically what the scripture is saying.
You're not gonna have like where those help. Where everybody trying to come in, but they knew no one was saying the truth.
Yeah, after they saw the rain coming down. You know what I mean? That was the moment, that was the deciding moment in their minds where they finally saw, okay, now we see, like the scripture say, the wicked seeketh after a sign. You see what I'm saying? And they're going to see that sign, okay? In this day and age, they're going to see that sign, and just like it was back in the time of Noah, it's going to be too late. The doors are shut. The door of repentance is shut, okay? You're going to look everywhere for the apostles and elders. You're going to look everywhere for the brothers that are out here pushing this word. And guess what? You're not going to find it. It's too late.
Hey, it's crazy that you spoke on the sign. Because our people don't believe unless what? Unless they see it happen.
They see it.
You know how they got the phrase where it's like, I don't believe it till I see it?
Exactly. Seeing is believing. Exactly. That's how they think.
Exactly. That's why. That's why our people, they can't get it, man. Because they always want to see. They expect the Lord to just come and knock on the door and speak to the person.
This is the book.
That's why this point. What I was saying, that's why in the time of Noah, they didn't believe because they never witnessed rain showers fall. So they would think it like he's crazy. Just like they think we're out here, we're crazy. Like, they don't believe that the missiles are gonna hit America during World War III. But that physical, the spiritual part, it's gonna be the chariots, the angels of the Most High.
So Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20, it says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. It's Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way.
I just wanted to, there's a lot of meat on that. You know what I mean? Like he brought out the bread and the water. Because those are foods to fill your body up. You can't live without bread alone. But by every word of the scripture, this is the bread. This is the water. But we're out here feeding our people spiritually. But, like the brother read in the scripture, soon they're going to be removed out of the bodies and the spiritual, because he's not saying out of the buildings. Right? Like the churches. Because the Lord said, what? I thought not in temples made with hands. That's what I heard. So that's spiritual because it's showing that even with the prophets of old, they were speaking out. That's what representative rulers.